Hello, I'm Marnie Old, the Boisset sommelier, and today we're going to talk about a brand new region for the Boisset Ambassador program, the Rhone Valley of southern France. Now, the Rhone is a river that flows out of Switzerland, Lake Geneva in fact, and crosses over to the central part of south near Lyon and turns south towards the Mediterranean and Marseille. However, in that stretch between Lyon and Marseille is a wine region of tremendous import within French wine history. It's not quite as famous as Burgundy with its Chardonnays and Pinot Noirs, but it has a very different climate, being closer to the Mediterranean with milder winters and more moisture in the air, more humidity. A different set of grape varieties performs very well in the Rhone than what we find further north in Burgundy. Those grapes are primarily Grenache and Syrah, as well as Mourvèdre on the red side of the fence. But there are also some unusual white grapes grown here, most notably Viognier. But today we're talking about the most important, the most famous, the most respected of all of the Rhone Valley appellations, which is a red wine appellation called Châteauneuf-du-Pape. Now, Châteauneuf-du-Pape is a bit of a mouthful, certainly in French, but in English it would mean the new castle of the Pope, which was constructed near Avignon in the late Middle Ages. At this time, this region was already known for the quality of its wines, perhaps a motivation for the would-be Pope. These grapes were primarily Grenache, a fiery variety that is not known so much for its intensity of color as it is for the rich, robust texture of its wines, for its ability to produce fiery, spicy flavors that are less herbal and less woodsy than their Burgundian and Bordeaux counterparts. And this very much is what is associated in the modern wine world with the Rhone, fiery, spicy grapes. The Châteauneuf-du-Pape in our glass is from Maison Bouachon and is a top-level micro cuvée from some of their top parcels of vines, many of which are very close to or over 100 years old. The Grenache is planted primarily on large stones that retain and radiate the sun's heat back at the grapes after sunset, whereas the best Syrah plantings are on sandier soil to give a flintier, spicier aromatic. The combination of those two grapes, Grenache being dominant, Syrah being used as the accent, is what defines this amazing Châteauneuf-du-Pape. It's a wine where each individual component was barrel aged separately before being combined and the blend aged again in large but not terribly new oak barrels to give a subtle earthy undertone. On the palate, the wine has dark red fruit qualities like strawberry jam or like baked cherry pie, but not in a sweet dessert-like flavor zone. It's quite dry with black and white pepper accents, a scent almost reminiscent of cured prosciutto or soppressata salami. It is very much a red wine to be served with slow-cooked and grilled meats, and something that has almost a fire and brimstone character that we associate with the Rhone. Being a top-level cuvée from a top-level appellation in the Rhone, this is also a wine whose finish just goes on and on. I'm sure it'll make a great addition to your next dinner party. Enjoy.